Hi there. One, yeah. Hi, hello. I'm gonna just quickly go over through a couple of things, just like generally skip over this picture you see on screen right now, if you don't wanna hear those things. For one, in this video there won't be Deltarune music in this video. I'm gonna try to get the soundtrack if this video performs well. I bought the Switch version, which means I don't get the soundtrack at all. So I might buy the PC version and then I get the soundtrack. Which means obviously then at this point I can finally like have soundtrack and music in the video, because otherwise I would have to constantly have the music play while I record, which would be extremely annoying because I want to concentrate on what I'm saying. Secondly, like, comment and subscribe. I know this is annoying. This is not because I hate you, this is literally because I want to provide for you. Generally, again, let me specify, liking and subscribing is not the focus. Comments is definitely the main thing I want. Like, if you don't like these self-drawn pictures, tell me that. I would be generally preferring if you like them, so that I can like put my passion more into this. But again, I can at least keep them out of thumbnails, maybe, if you really don't want this. I really want to draw, so please tell me if you don't have an issue with this. I also want to know, do you want to see more theories? Do you want to see more gameplay videos? Do you want to see more merchandise reviews, specifically about Zelda, because I'm very much passionate about the topic. So yeah, I sort of really want to know what you want. Please, for the love of God, tell me that. Now we can start. Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 spoilers. Yeah, there's obviously going to be spoilers for Chapters 3, 4, 1, 2, Undertale. If you are getting spoiled, that's your own issue. That's your own fault. Okay, have fun. So, who or what is the most overhated Undertale Deltarune character? Other than Flowey. Seriously, stop killing me in your fan parodies. It's not even funny anymore. So yeah, who is it? It's you! The soul of KRS. Oh, Chris, don't cry about it! Yeah, it's us. Wait, I'm gonna stand this. It's us, the player. This is very obvious if you see fan parodies where we're usually like this evil person who's like really hating the characters or whatever. I personally have a different opinion, which I'm gonna share in this video. So yeah. Why the reasons why we hated seen as pure evil are these. Basically, we killed the entire underground, we generally bully Chris, at least to a certain degree, and the whole snow wave business. That I know that sounds bad. Insert Star-Lord shooting Ego. Yeah, that sounds really bad. Like, we killed an entire underground of people. We generally control like an NB, probably an NB, an NB person and like we bully them with their own like. Is the Chris sprite NB? Does the sprite have a gender? You know what? 2 NBs. Who cares? And we have the whole like Snowwave business. So we have the whole Snowwave business. We have the whole this business, and we have the whole genocide business. Which I know it sounds bad. But what is this? It's simple. It's just a game after all. Yeah. Deltarune is a video game. It's a video game. Oh, wait. No, I think Susie still has textures. It's a video game. And that explains a lot. So yeah, it's just a video game. And that basically means, how do I say this best? Everything we do is not evil. It can't be. We're playing a game. Like, we're just playing Undertale and Deltarune. We don't literally commit these atrocities. We're just playing a funny video game. Like, it's bad for the characters, but again, yeah. But which fucker would actually play an evil route? Like, which evil, messed up person would play an evil route? Which absolute degenerate, like we are, would play an evil route? Well, Noelle? Yeah, Noelle. Sweet little Noelle. Sweet little getting fucking... of them. Getting, very much mistreated by the player. Plays an evil route. Yes! I'm serious. In a very obscure piece of dialogue, she talks about playing the evil Dragon Blazers route. There was like this evil route my parents didn't know about. I always played it in secret so they wouldn't take it away. So yeah, she played the evil route. Susie also might, but she did it on accident, which... yeah, makes perfect sense. And we don't literally know if it's Genocide or Snowgrave. If it's Snowgrave, then I'm genuinely worried how did Noelle didn't notice, like, the parallels. Maybe she did and she just was too traumatized at that point. But like, yeah, she played an evil route. It's either Genocide or it's Snowgrave. We generally see that the Dragon Blazer standard in Chapter 3 has like 2 versions. It has like the more Genocide-y aspect and the more Snowgrave aspect. So maybe it's both. But like, yeah, she played the evil route. Literally. It's on the screen right now. And you don't call her evil, right? Like, she did the exact same thing as we, playing a video game. In fact, both Sans and Elvis also in the fact that we, the player of these games, are not evil. Again, I already covered Elvin in much detail in my Elvin video, where I covered his specific ones, where I covered one piece of his dialogue, which hints at the fact that, yeah, we as the player are not evil. But I completely overlooked the fact that, yeah, even Sans doesn't call us evil. What was one of his sentences? I sort of forgot. I should have probably put it in the video, like the whole slide. He said, what did he say again? What did he say again? You don't do all of this stuff because of any desire for good or evil. You do it because you can, and because you can, you have to. So Sans doesn't call us evil. He says we don't have a desire for any good or evil, and that generally describes the Genocide route pretty well. We can, specifically, we want to see more dialogue. That's why we do it. It's not because we hate the characters or anything. It's because, you know. However, I wouldn't say the player is even evil per se, or even a neutral. I think the player has a more positive thing, other than like in the bad routes that the player is definitely more neutral. But let's go further. But if we're not the evil villain, then what are we? We are the angel. That's what we are in Deltarune. If we're not the antagonist that controls Chris, we are the angel. But doesn't that mean we are the final boss? Not necessarily. I think we're generally a positive force. In general, the angel is described by everyone in the game as a positive or at least guiding force. There is even an entire non-cultish religion themed around the angel. Like, everyone loves the angel. Everyone says, let the angel guide you. The angel is so great. If the angel was pure evil, wouldn't that be weird, right? But what about punishing the angels heaven? Isn't it a punishment for evil we are for controlling Chris? No, because we are also trapped in a cage named Chris. Or did someone rip us from a true cage? The vessel. Yeah, we didn't choose to be in Chris. We technically chose at the beginning to be the vessel. That's what we created. We were taken from a vessel and put into Chris. And yeah, we didn't say click the control Chris button, you know? And technically we are heavily limited in the things we can do. Like even Snowgrave, the worst route, we still just have those predestined dialogue options. So we either a silent observer or a creep. We can't be like the buddy of the friends. We can't, for example, one good example I have of this is during Chapter 3. Chris and Walter seem very sus, and in my opinion they seem like in this chapter more than anything not the real friends of Susie, because of their whole like dialogues together. And I sort of feel bad for Susie because she was like, hey, I have like these real friends, right? And I was like, sucks, and she was like, I don't really have real friends, and I'm like, sucks to be you. Not because I hate her, but because I genuinely in that moment thought it sucks to be her. Because Chris lies to her, Walter lies to her, they all lied to her. Obviously, Walter doesn't mean it that badly, but Chris still technically doesn't tell her. And I can't tell her. So like, yeah, it sucks to be her. Obviously Chris put a different spin on it, which I'm now happy they did. But like, no, I genuinely didn't want to be evil to her. I just wanted to tell her that like, you have some like messed up stuff with your friends. You really should get that checked. But I couldn't. Because I don't have any choice in the dialogue options. I can't like tell Susie anything. I can't really help the people in this game. So yeah. And also, apparently we'll meet the desire at the end of the journey. Being called evil for playing a game hardly seems desirable. The angel banished will finally meet with its desire. Yeah, the credit is on the plow. They made this video with all the text for the angel bit, for like the prophecies. Sorry. Like, yeah, the angel banished will finally meet with its desire. Being called evil for playing a game hardly seems desirable. Yeah, a lot of the Undertale fanbase is like, yeah, I hope we get fucking banished by them and just called evil and worse. But like, think about the average player. Think about the average player who tried everything to be the nicest person ever. And then be called, yo, wow, you recruited every Darkener? You never played Snowgrave because you thought it was bad? You evil jerk. That sounds just seems awful, you know? You get a game with tons of options, and at the end you literally just get called awful and weird because you controlled crits. Who, by the way, just messed up stuff themselves. Like, that just sounds really weird, right? Like, that just sounds awful. That sounds very, very awful. I don't know. It just sounds very not fun. So yeah. Lastly, can be said that while we might seem like a horrible demon to the poor Deltarune characters, we also guide the heroes, and Frisk too, away from danger and even genocide and weird routes bloom from us from sentimentality. Our light, love for the Undertale and Deltarune, still shines in the cold, weird route. After all, what's a better sign of loving a game than replaying it? Again, that's what I think that the light at the light that you are, the light at the end of Deltarune Chapter 4 is. It's basically a representation of our love for Deltarune. And I do, for example, think that Toby Fox changed sorta his mind. In Undertale, the whole theme of the evil route is, oh, you're just really detached, you just don't care about the characters anymore. And then Toby Fox realized, wait, there's like thousands of animations on this genocide route. People definitely still care. So he was very smart, and probably very smart, and for the weird route he reframed this. Instead of being detached, you are too attached. However, I really want to point out, the weird route player doesn't really act evil. Like, yeah, they freeze every Darkener and they do stuff, but they don't, like, call Noelle anything evil. Obviously, they mess with Noelle's head because they sort of have to, but it's not like they call Noelle a fucking idiot or something. Like, we still definitely are implied to love everyone. Maybe a little bit too much. Maybe we love the dialogue too much, so that we like torturing it here to get more of it. But like, we still technically are shown to love the characters. Like, we don't suddenly start hating the characters. Like, don't get me wrong, the characters will hate us. And we're sort of forced to act maybe evil to the characters to get what we want. More dialogue. More game. But again, we're not evil. Maybe this changes in the future. Maybe we're like called at the end of the game and we're called like the awful mean guy. But I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we definitely do some messed up stuff in Undertale and Deltarune. But again, we're a player. We're just playing a game. We have fun with the game. I think that's a very important thing. And I think this whole mentality of saying the player is just an evil jerk very much reminds me of the whole like just play pacifist thing. Like, the game expects you to play all routes. That's Toby Fox literally designed the game in that way. Like, if we blame anyone, blame Toby Fox. He programmed the evil routes in. Come on. Like, he programmed the evil routes and he made the dialogue so tempting. I'm just saying, you know? Yeah. I think there's like one more. Yeah, Vent. Yeah. Lastly, I want to know, I already said, like, comment, and subscribe at the beginning of the video. Again, the most important part is comment. For the love of God, if you're like not wanting to subscribe or not wanting to like, that's fine. In general, if you like a video, it's very much helps out if you like it and watch for it throughout the entire video, because that way I'm making more of this. I need to know if it's popular, so that I'm like producing more stuff. Like, I need to know if a video actually gets watched, otherwise I'm not really gonna, you know, do more of it. Also, obviously, comment. If you don't want specific things, tell me. If you don't want specific other things, tell me. I sort of want to do fan service, but I can only do this if I know what my fans want. And maybe if you see like self-drawn characters and thumbnails in the future, please just click still on the videos. I like self-drawing. I really like it. I'm not that good, but like I try to be better. I don't know. It would just be really cool if self-drawn pictures still like lead to the video being drawn, because I want to draw me. I want to draw the main my mascot. I want to do a Videospiel-Man. But if I can't do this on thumbnails, then, you know, I can't really do specific thumbnail types. Because I don't want to use my face, because my face is ugly. Yeah. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you try to, like, tell me more and, like, communicate more, you know? Yeah. Lastly, if you want more Undertale theories, type in the comments more Undertale Deltarune or something like that. Just like type in the comments more Undertale Deltarune and then say what you maybe want. Maybe you want a basic pacifist playthrough. I won't do the secret bosses and stuff because they're really difficult. I know them, don't worry. But if you want just a basic Undertale playthrough or basic Deltarune playthrough without any of the secret stuff, maybe write it in the comments. I guess I can then buy one of those games and play them. I don't think that the playthroughs will be too good, but I can try. They might be English, you know. Still, I hope you type in the comments what you want, then I can provide. This is more a thing for you. This is not like, again, I'm not really hyped about getting like 20,000 views or whatever. I mean, it's cool, it makes me happy, you know. But like, I definitely like. If you want something, tell me. Good. All of those guys say goodbye. I say goodbye to you. Bye bye.